Pick up the blitz. Flag is thrown. There's your first down and a lot more for Demaryius Thomas. Swing and a shot by Freeman. Deep into the night. Back-to-back homers for the Braves. Blake Griffin will turn. Shoot a three for the win. Bounce. They go. Pick up the big win. They go.
Runs it on the drive, the floater's up, shot won't go, rebound deflected, in the backcourt, Fox has a chance to get it, Fox has it inside, blocked by Anunoby. 9 seconds remaining for Jalen Brunson, allow him to operate at the top, 1-on-1. Brunson gets it, fires up a three, shot no good, the chip, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone, with 1.2 remaining, Knicks take the lead, OG Anunoby, and it's 107-106. Bedlam here at the Garden. They can't believe it.
Was that Dwayne Wade jersey?
Brunson on the drive.
The Marquette jersey.
No, it might have. I don't know. It might have. We ain't done yet. We're not done. We're not done. We're not done yet.
We starting off with.
So we're gonna start off. Just go ahead and just check out.
The greatest comeback in. Towns will guard the inbounds. Robinson will guard Wembanyama. Vassell, Castle, Fox as well. Harper's going to inbound the ball. No timeouts left. They have to get it in. Harper lobs it inside. Castle hasn't lost it. That's it. It's over. The greatest comeback in NBA playoff history. The Knicks pull off the miracle comeback and lead it 3-1. Now 1 win away from a title. Pure joy here at Madison Square Garden for these long-suffering fans. It looked like they were going to get blown out and the series would be tied at 2 games apiece, but Jalen Brunson started to erupt. The Knicks defense started to suffocate. And the finals has never seen a comeback like this. Down by as many as 29, down by 20 in the fourth quarter.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's Friday night. You know what that means. It's time for the #1 sports podcast in the world. It's time for sports for you. Live on YouTube and X. I'm John, and that's Mark.
Yep.
On a Friday. I see the comments are already here. Shout out to Kansas in the building. Biggest choke team, honestly. For
When Debbie did Dallas.
Well, San Antonio is in Texas. Let's just call it. We just started off the show, just like how. I don't think there's no better way for us to start to start the show. What the heck happened Wednesday night in the Garden?
Hey John, that first clip you shown is also a bad decision by De'Aaron Fox.
It was a dumb.
No,
decision.
Not the one where he could have ran out the clock. Where he ran a double team, Jalen Brunson. I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna go on the limb and say that wasn't drawn up to be a trap because it wasn't aggressive enough. And that's not where you trap at. That's what happens. You leave that run to get the offensive rebound. Like that was, if that was, I don't want to put that on a coach.
I'm not putting. No, I'm not.
I don't think a professional coach is going to draw up to trap that at that moment, especially when you got your big man out there guarding the best player. I don't think that's crazy.
Of course they're not trapping. Of course they're not trapping it. Mitch Johnson, look, he coached the bag second half.
He coached a bad series. I'll be honest with you.
But
he's had a horrible series.
That was just bad, low basketball IQ by De'Aaron Fox. After playing, everyone getting a man. Yeah. Also, I'm here for the World Cup news. USA. You haven't watched USA's up, and of course, that's already started some stuff. It's time to talk about choke. Okay. All right. What up, Sam? Yeah, it's extremely low basketball IQ. You're up 29. Why are you still shooting threes? You're up 29, but you keep shooting three. You go 2 for 16 from three in the second half. You go 2 for 14 in the paint in the second half. And you have more turnovers than you have made field goals in the second half. Someone like
I don't know. Doug, do you remember? It might have been about a decade ago. About I don't know how long ago it was.
Relax.
When Houston did that same thing,
and they kept breaking.
I don't understand the IQ of some of these teams.
They were trying to rebuild the Summit.
Sam, what up with it?
That I don't know. I just don't get it. You have a 29-point lead, and Paraguay just got on the board for the first time, and you keep shooting threes. And Anunoby was Fox man on that last play too. Yeah, Fat. You keep shooting threes. You just keep shooting threes. I have no word about Team New Jersey. So the game started off. The Knicks, they understood. Look, what they did in the first half was not going to be sustainable. You made 14 out of
26, right?
Yeah, 14 out of 26 for three. That's all pure. You had a hot hand. But that does not mean that you're going to have you're going to have the hot hand all night. And clearly, I don't know what kind of message did Mitch Johnson tell them at halftime. It clearly wasn't manage the clock, because some of those three, you still had 15 seconds left on the shot clock.
Dog, I was watching something. They said, do you know if San Antonio just chose to run out the clock every possession in the second half, they would have won.
They would still won.
They still would have won. Dog, that shows you how impossible that comeback was.
I have to give, and I have to say this: better team is not winning the series. You said that, Fat, but clearly the better team ain't ready. Michael Wilbon's been saying it. You have to, in the NBA, you have to go get humbled before you have success. What up, Bola?
Better team. I'm be honest with you. Better team isn't winning, but experience is winning.
Exactly. But before,
dog, that's why I said Bambi choked the game off too. His name is Bambi until further notice.
Bambi
and Bambi, a dirty player.
The wimpy deer. Oh, I'm sorry. I was watching Sandlot earlier. By the way, see the 4th of July, they're gonna have Sandlot playing at a bunch of
movie theaters.
No, drive-ins.
Oh yeah, I'm about to go.
Paramount Drive-In here in LA.
Go. Yeah.
You think Swiss is gonna nail Wendy Peppercorn this time?
No.
What up, Chris?
Yeah. So, but yeah,
that was this.
Dog, I think I put it in our group chat on Instagram. I think that San Antonio been up double digits every game in this series.
Yes. and have only won one game.
And that one game they won, they probably could have lost that game too.
Yep. Had a certain person in the White House not showed up and ruined the mojo. The Knicks are one win away from winning their first championship since 1973. 53 years. 53 years. Hov is a Knicks fan. He said, I'm happy, but especially us New Yorkers, we celebrate when we win. We go win that ship. And please, Hov, spread the word to your fellow New Yorkers. Stop the violence.
Nah, don't stop the violence. Just let these professional players start whooping ass.
No, I'm not talking about.
Oh.
I'm not talking about that. We didn't get to that part. I saw today on the news they said a 17-year-old boy got beaten to a coma after Game 4 around 11:45 Wednesday night. It is never that serious. It's never that serious.
Man, I told you, man, a lot of people in New York don't even know what's going on. They just want to be aggressive, man.
Makes no sense. What up, JoJo? Makes zero sense. Come on now. Be better. Please. I'm happy. Look, I'm a Lakers fan. I know we had our share of destroying the city. We had our share of destroying the city during championship when we win championships. You ain't gotta tell me twice. I've lived through 6 of these. I'm happy for the real diehard New York fans, but y'all gotta be better, dude. I mean, those people who are using this as an excuse to just go out there and cause trouble, shame on you. And to a Mark's point, you want to throw eggs at somebody? Be willing to take a punch. So you saw that there was some Knicks fans who hovered around the Spurs hotel. First of all, how did they find out where the Spurs are staying? Number one, who the heck? Relax, JoJo. I'm like, how's that information even get out? I dealt with this a lot. We saw this a lot when me, Trail, and JoJo were in Vegas for WrestleMania. How these fans were just, how they knew where they were staying over like near, I guess I want to say near MGM or like near MGM and stuff, and they just was waiting, basically bombarded the lobby. These fans were bombarded outside of the Spurs hotel and threw eggs at Wemby. I'm gonna say this, and Mark said it, Charles Barkley done said it. If a fan throws something at you, you get to throw hands. Just let them, just get them, just put them in a room, and let them get their ass whooped. Point blank period. Ain't even no discussion. But speaking of Charles Barkley, he had a lot to say about whatever that was we saw in the second half. And particularly about the last play. I think he all shared our same thoughts on De'Aaron Fox.
That was a dumbass play. Yeah, he did not have to shoot that ball. They could have just got fouled. There was no reason for him to shoot that ball.
Dumbass play. And he said the Spurs had to be the dumbest team in civilization.
I agree.
Dude, that makes no sense for that to go down like that. That made zero sense for them to lose that, to have a 29-point lead, and y'all just kept jacking up threes, and the fact that y'all kept missing, and they have the self-awareness to say, all right, let's stop doing this. That's on the players. That's on coaching. I would really like to know what was Mitch Johnson's pep talk to these guys at halftime. Like, you have a 29-point lead.
I think they was happy where they was at, and
clearly
that's what it sounded like. It sounded like they was just happy to have that lead, and that's what causes teams to lose like that.
I lived this in 2008, Mark.
I was just about to say that.
My Lakers Our first time back in the finals post the Kobe Shaq era. So the first time it's Kobe and Powell, and we're playing our hated rival Boston Celtics. Celtics go up 2-0, winning both games at Boston. We come back and win game 3 at the crib. Game 4 at the crib. This is back when the finals format was 2-3-2, which I really think they need to go back to, by the way. We had a 24-point lead going into halftime. And then the second half, we just wet the bed. You had Eddie House, James Posey, Glenn Big Baby Davis out there outplaying us. Paul Pierce had Kobe played probably the best defense I've seen anybody play on Kobe Bryant in my life. And the Lakers ended up losing. Went down 3-1. They did win game 5 still at the crib. We went back to Boston for game 6. And we got our doors blew off by 39 points.
Yeah, I was up by 24, right?
Up by 20.
24
points. And we lost. Lost bad. That's one of those moments in Lakers history I wish I could block from my memory, but I can't.
Does this overwrite that?
Yes. Because I would at least say with the Celtics, as much as I hate to give Doc Rivers credit, their players it wasn't like we settled. Their other players just delivered when it was counted in the fourth quarter. Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, KG took them home. What I saw Wednesday night was just flat out stupidity. Was the worst, was some of the most mismanaged basketball I've ever seen in my life.
I just be so confused on how some of these NBA players' IQ be so low. I understand, when you're playing, you're in the moment, and it's a lot easier to sit on the couch and say this should be done versus when you're in the moment. But at some point, your basketball IQ have to kick in, man. Like you have to be aware of, especially if you're a quote unquote point guard. You have to be aware of everything that's happening on the court.
And that's where De'Aaron Fox to me has really.
Dog, De'Aaron Fox's job has been taken by Harper, and I don't like that they keep cutting into Harper minutes to play De'Aaron Fox.
That makes zero sense. You would think.
Oh, I don't care how much you get paid. I'm not talking about money.
I'm not.
Yeah, I don't ever want to hate on my money.
No, money. This is what I want common sense.
Yeah.
You wanted out of Sacramento. You wanted to play for a contender. You wanted to be on the big stage. This comes with the responsibility. But back to what Mark was saying about Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper has looked like the moment has not gotten to him. And he goes the final 10 minutes and doesn't get a shot. I can't explain that. No, you can't get paid that much and be that dense. No, it ain't about the money. Yes, you can. It's trust and belief. You can. You see what country you live in? You can't get paid and be that dense.
Again, I'm not counting nobody's money.
Me either.
Like what you get, what your
all right.
What your agent got you is what you deserve. So I'm not counting nobody else's money. I'm just solely talking about the play on the court, man. Like it has to, whether he could have been making $5 and I'd have been saying the same thing. Like this just don't make no sense to me.
Zero.
It's like I said, especially as a point guard, you're gonna have the ball in your hands, and it wasn't just that play. Like I said, it wasn't the play where he should have ran out the clock.
Right.
It's the following play when he ran over there and trapped Brunson. You got your defensive player of the year on their best player. Let him go.
And that's on and then Mitch Johnson. I get Wemby.
I wouldn't have did that neither.
Exactly. I get what Wemby is this great defensive player, but The one thing you don't want to give up in the final seconds is an offensive rebound. And you had your 7'5" center on guarding the 3-point line, while the team's right now best wing player, which allowed the team's best wing player to go uncontested to the basket for that putback.
Yeah, I don't like that decision to put Wemby on him. That's your best rebound, and what you need to do to win the game is get a rebound.
So De'Aaron Fox actually spoke about.
I'm happy he did this too. I mean, it was a dumb excuse, but I'm glad he stood in front of the media.
So De'Aaron Fox, I'm gonna play it in a second.
Man, hairline is crazy.
Well, remember how his hair was when he was at Kentucky?
What he said?
So I said, "Let's get the college football Notre Dame win the chip."
Yeah, right.
But
I'm out here to say that in fact because my team is no longer playing for championship. So,
well, y'all team also don't want anything to do with Texas Tech. We'll get into that crap. All right.
I just thought I'd be able to outrun him. That's it. How do you get that? I just thought I'd be able to outrun him. That's it.
Just thought, yeah, you could have outrun him, but if you outrun him and get to the corner, he has no choice but to foul you.
But even that excuse, like I said, I'm glad he stood in front of the media and answered the question.
Right.
I think that's dope. I think
he's a professional.
Yeah, I have much respect for him that because a lot of people wouldn't have showed up.
Wemby like avoiding the media after the Western Conference Finals.
But even that excuse of
he is better than Lonzo Ball, Sam. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. This series might look different with Lonzo Ball.
From an IQ standpoint, yes.
From them actually needing a point guard standpoint, yes.
Well, I mean, I've been saying they had a point guard on their roster last year, but and even if you weren't going to play him, you still have him there as a player coach. I've been saying that. I don't know why the heck they got rid of Chris Paul. Why they let Chris Paul walk? He's been a perfect mentor for this team. They don't got no vets. Nothing against Harrison Barnes. He's not vocal.
Fox actually got fouled on the layup.
I don't want to hear that crap.
If I'm be honest with you, if I'm a referee, I'm not calling that foul because you're stupid.
Yeah. He said, if I said it's still ignorant. Yeah.
You're stupid. I'm not bailing you out.
No.
I'm not bailing you out. Because think about it, even if you'd have made that layup, now they go up 3 and New York still got time.
Exactly.
No, if you just run out the clock, literally just run out the clock, there's no way for New York to probably even get the ball back.
Was straight dunk.
Lonzo's so bad he got forced out. Lonzo's not bad. Lonzo's just not a scorer like everybody wanted him to be. That's what the problem is. He's the essence of a true point guard.
I don't think he's forced out. I mean, he was on the Cavs had him. He was on the Cavs. They just
another team that could have used Lonzo Ball in the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, he was on the Cavs. I mean, I don't think he got forced out. The team just traded him, and he got bought out because he wasn't going to play because Utah Jazz weren't going to keep him. So he's still gonna have a career in the NBA. He's not gonna be out of the league. He's not out of the league. Someone will sign him this offseason to like a veteran minimum, and he'll contribute. But yeah, this series is now going back to San Antonio tomorrow night for game 5. Look, if I'm the Knicks, like I said, Knicks in 6. I said Jalen Brunson Finals MVP. But I'm gonna be real. There's no way the Spurs. I don't see the Spurs recovering from that. I remember when the Lakers played the Phoenix Suns in the 2009 Western Conference Finals, and it came down to the buzzer. Jason Richardson hit a 3 to tie the game, and then Kobe got an inbound pass. He did a turnaround 3. It came up short, but Ron Artest, who had just missed a wide open 3 the play before, ran right under the basket, cleaned up the rebound, and got the layup right there in the middle of traffic. Sometimes it's not who you lose to, but it's how you lose that really can demoralize a team. And I said it then. I knew Phoenix weren't coming back.
Spurs in 7, Bambi the MVP. Let's see.
I think this is over. If I'm Mike Brown, I'm the Knicks. Let's go put these dudes out in misery. Don't even waste time at all. Don't waste no time. Just go
Hey,
get it done.
hey, if the Spurs go out there, and win, say win the championship Saturday in San Antonio, what would be their punishment if they threw eggs in the crowd? Well, what would be the or what's it? Listen, my bad. Say if the Spurs win, what would be the punishment if the I don't know. I just feel like I didn't like the eggs throwing at Wemby, and I get it. Wemby a dirty player.
It was that was weak. That was cheap. That was weak sauce. No, you don't throw no. You show the man some respect. Be respectful. Because I know a bunch of y'all Knicks fans. Y'all was in San Antonio for them first 2 games, and did absolute. And there was no drama, none. But now they back on y'all side of the turf. And y'all want to show out like a bunch of dysfunctional kids. No, y'all grow up. Act like adults. It's not even this shouldn't even have to be explained to y'all. But unfortunately it has to, because some people just don't understand right from wrong. But I digress.
Alonzo Ball should be a Clipper. I'm not mad at that. But I want to see what the Clipper roster look like next year, because I think it will look drastically different than what it did this year.
Well, it's gonna be interesting to see. But I think, like you said, if you got the stones to throw the egg out of somebody to their back, be able to get punched directly in the face. Just saying it like that. You want to throw eggs at me? When I throw these hands, take these fists, and there's gonna be egg all over your face. Because I just got my whooped for being a punk.
Mm-hmm.
For being a straight punk. That's what it was. A punk move. Because if Wemby was in your face, you be Glazers due for an autograph.
Mm-hmm.
So don't get liquid courage and throw an egg. It's straight virgin behavior. That's what I call that. That's hashtag virgin behavior. But let's talk more about this game.
What? Why he did? What we talking about? My bad. Hold on. I just seen something I like. Hold on.
All right. So as I said, we're gonna keep talking about this game. So I asked the question: was this comeback, or was this a choke job? So Charles Barkley said, we saw the dumbest basketball team in the history of civilization. And a lot of people have been comparing this team to the Atlanta Falcons. So they call them some people post this on Inside NBA. This is the new Spurs logo. They're the San Antonio Falcons now. .927 in the third quarter. The score was 81-52 with the Spurs up by 29. They got outscored 55-25 and lost by 107-106. And then Wemby thinks they're going to come back and win, which I respect the confidence, but I don't see it. Yeah, I literally just saw that. I literally just saw that trailer just now. JoJo, you gotta relax. You taking a seat for a choking session? I mean, sometimes it shouldn't just be. Shut up. So I asked again, Mark. Oh my bad. Yeah.
You?
I asked again, Mark.
Yeah. My bad.
Was this a classic comeback or a classic choke job?
I don't want to rain on what the Knicks did, because the Knicks still stay resilient, and they fought. They did what they normally do.
I agree.
But this is more of a tale of San Antonio than it is the Knicks.
This was
San Antonio is that's crazy bad.
This was a choke job that Angela White couldn't even pull off.
Who the hell is Angela White?
Google her.
Oh.
You goodness, this was like some Autumn Falls or Alexis Texas type crap.
Yeah. Nah, this is like you said earlier, man. To be up 29 at halftime. Like I was saying, I was listening to somebody. They said if they just ran the shot clock down every possession, they still would have won. And for every possession they had, they still would have won.
Who's JoJo's wifey? Angela White.
Yeah.
Alexis Texas. I said a few names. Autumn Falls. By the way, I know all these chicks. They go because I see them at Cool Kicks. China Black. Wow. Hey.
China got blacked?
That's her name.
Oh.
Not Black China, China Black. What was worse, Mark? 81-52 or 28-3? So let me
28-3. 28-3. Because only reason why I say that, John, even though presumably the series is over, San Antonio still have a small chance. And I think that 28-3 dog set Atlanta back.
Oh, USA!
That 28-3 set Atlanta back years.
Yeah. They never recovered. They never ever recovered. I think they only won one playoff game. The crazy part is I did that one playoff win was against the Rams. But I don't think they have not done everything since.
What you think? You think
I'm gonna say the Falcons too, but it's like, yeah. The Spurs are still young and they can recover. The Falcons weren't. Matt Ryan was established vet. Julio Jones was established vet. Roddy White was an established vet. I mean, probably Devontae Freeman was probably the young guy on that team. I mean, and Dan Quinn was a second or third year coach, I think. Was like in his second year as a head coach. Hey, Fat. We'll talk about that tomorrow. I gotta watch it. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Let me watch the episode. Let me watch the episode first. We'll definitely talk about that. But that's wild. You hate Kanan more than Tariq. Hey, and no spoilers, anybody for Raising Kanan. I have to watch it after I get off the show.
Yeah, Raising Cane's is good. It's decent, but like you got to have the sauce. But they Brit.
I'm talking about the 50 Cent show.
I'm talking Raising Cane. My bad.
By the way, they are putting the new
I know.
Raising Cane's over
they need to stop building them.
Right? There's one.
They need to stop building.
Really, right outside of Cosm.
I know. They just need to stop building them though.
What's wrong with building Raising Cane's?
All you need is the sauce and that bread.
Oh,
that chicken is bland.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it tonight. Fat, watch after the show. I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow. We're gonna talk about it. The USA wins 4-1 over Paraguay. That game is down at LA Stadium. AK so far. I don't know why they say they have to be called the Los Angeles Stadium for the World Cup, but that's a whole nother conversation. They shot to Mexico, got the dub yesterday as well.
Shout out to Mexico
over South Africa. So everybody down there who's down there, World Cup watch parties or fan fest and everything. Let's go USA. I don't know really nothing much about soccer, but I'm just gonna say go USA, red, white, and blue. So I got on the Kobe USA t-shirt. So that's all I have to say. This would be a topic we would put for calling out names, but this is something I think it was just worth discussing on air. So we all know teams go to the White House anytime they win a champion or get an invitation to a White House when they win the championship. Well, that wasn't the case for the Las Vegas Aces. The Las Vegas Aces did not receive an invitation after winning their third WNBA championship this past year, 2025. Why? Why, Mr. President? What's wrong with the Aces?
He don't like women, man.
Are you trying to say he's gay?
So
you don't like women?
I don't like women. Take it how you want to.
Well, that's what she said. Oh, my bad.
Are you good, dog?
My bad.
On camera, you go. That's what we doing.
Oh. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead, dog.
Yeah, I don't like this at all. This is weak. How the heck you gonna? How you not gonna invite the Aces? You invite every team, but this the one team that you don't invite. That's just sauce. That's sauce. Oh, I'm sorry, Jojo. That's just sauce.
What's sauced?
I think it's sauce that
you put on her face.
Well, she wants it. Shout out to USA getting the W tonight over Paraguay down in SoFi. I said SoFi. I don't care what that. You dang what FIFA says.
Did you say dangling beef?
No, I don't know what's FIFA's beef with. Not saying they're playing at SoFi Stadium. What you gonna say when they're playing MetLife? They're playing at New Jersey Stadium. Come on, bro. What are we talking about? Makes 0 sense. But I digress. But yeah, like I said, we ain't got really much to talk about tonight. But clearly, we're obviously talking about looking ahead to Game 5 tomorrow night. If necessary, Game 6 would be Tuesday, which would be we would be on air possibly if this series is going to Game 6.
Do you think it's going to Game 6?
Look, I said Knicks is 6 originally, but I have both teams splitting the 4 games at the two.
He thought each team was going to win one road game.
Yeah, I didn't have the Knicks winning both games in San Antonio to be up 2-0 when they went back to the Garden. So I think it's over tomorrow night. Go understand the assignment. I know it'd be nice to hoist the Ariel B at MSG, but no. Go get the Ariel B in San Antonio, and y'all can hoist that thing all over Manhattan when you're going down the parade.
They can do what? Moist that thing over Manhattan?
Hoist the trophy.
Oh.
Yeah, Nessa, you good?
Well, honestly, Nessa, they already have 4 nights of choking already, so.
Well, what?
They have 4 nights. Haven't they had 4 nights of choking? Wasn't they up by double digits in every game?
Yeah, you're right. Oh, Dodgers lost tonight to the White Sox. Well, I didn't know the White Sox were that good.
Frank Thomas?
He's not playing.
Oh.
I don't even know anybody on the White Sox, but speaking of, there's the highlights of the game again. Yeah. So look, we're going. Like I said, we ain't got really much to talk about tonight, but we definitely want to get back on this whole Brendan Sorsby thing. I'm hearing your Georgia Bulldogs are now getting in the mix, saying that they don't want to face Texas Tech. Now I'm seeing that there's a judge in Oklahoma is trying to get them to get Texas Tech sanctioned for doing this. I'm gonna say this again, and I'm gonna let Mark say what he gotta say. What did y'all think was gonna happen when y'all let gambling be involved in sports?
There you go.
Did y'all really think that someone wasn't gonna try to break the rules and bet on their own team? Have we not? I mean, we saw this with Pete Rose. What made y'all think this was gonna be different? Like, because y'all getting paid by it now? Get out of here, man. What are we talking about? Nessa, relax.
Wait.
What? That's a wild statement she just said. She's not trying.
John.
See,
John.
I don't bring this mischief into our show. Our listeners seem to have they just see that it's Friday. I guess it's because of the summer. Everybody's ready to just
get naked.
Definitely, they definitely ready to get out. They're definitely ready to drop them. I guess.
Yeah, dog. Oh, she said lack of common sense.
I don't get it. Like, did y'all really think that players weren't gonna try to test to see if they can bet on their team or not? I mean, use your brain.
Yeah, I mean, I get Georgia saying not want to play him, but at the end of the day, man, I mean, they on schedule, still play him.
So let me get this straight. Georgia's more upset about Texas Tech, but y'all ain't upset about all these moving violations. Mark's more furious about it than y'all. The fact y'all done had 30, y'all done had what? All these arrests with 30 moving violations?
And also, I'm also more upset because we not in the hunt to try to win a national championship no more. As long as we have our offensive coordinator, I know we're not trying to win, so it's okay. It's all fun games. And that's the problem I have with Georgia. If you're not trying to win a championship, then what does it matter if you're playing Texas Tech?
Basically. Everybody like, no, let's not play Texas Tech. We want Texas Tech off our schedule. All right.
Thank you.
Forfeit.
Don't play then. Lose the money.
Don't show up.
It got that serious about it. Yeah, I think this kid's doing such an abomination to the sport. Oh, because he broke something that was in the bylaws. You think he the first person that did that? And I'm not defending the kid. The kid had a problem. But let's not get all self-righteous now all of a sudden because what we see in black and white. Because we see what I mean, come on, man. As much as we done went criticizing the NCAA for stuff they done did, now we want to be upset over this. But y'all want to have Prize Picks, FanDuel, DraftKings all over y'all fields, all over y'all jerseys, all over y'all floors, being commercials, have players in commercials with them. I don't want to hear that. Kick voters, man. Easily, please, because y'all really sound stupid. Don't make 0 sense.
Definitely the summer of getting naked.
Okay, then. Okay, JoJo.
You about to do calling out names?
Yeah, we got a few of those. Because that's definitely going back to game 5. I mean game 4. But I'm trying to see what this. And that's what I wanted to bring up. Oh, Rich Paul. That's what I wanted to bring up. Let me play this audio. So Rich Paul was on Pat McAfee's show. And like many people, the conversation with Rich Paul is asking, does he know what he thinks? What is his client, one LeBron Raymond James, going to do this offseason? So I have 2 clips here. One from him and Max's podcast where he talks about this whole rumor about him going to the Warriors. And then there's this one today from the Pat McAfee show where he says that he has not had one conversation with LeBron about his offseason.
His agent. Haven't had it. Okay.
Which one we want to play? We want to play McAfee or we want to play the one from the pod?
Play one from pod.
All right.
That's the Golden State one, right?
Yeah,
play that one first.
All right, so here we go. This is Rich Paul. This is Rich Paul and Max on their pod. And Rich Paul addressing the rumors about possibly LeBron going about LeBron could be pursued by the Golden State Warriors.
Mutual curiosity between LeBron James and the Warriors.
Are they mutually curious?
Max, let me explain something to you. There's nobody that knows anything about anything as it pertains to LeBron. I told you this before. All these reports, nobody knows. They're just speculating. They're putting out salaries. Nobody knows what was conversations been at. By the way, there's been zero conversations, and there won't be any conversations until I have a conversation with the man himself. I have not had a conversation with him. He's not had a conversation with me.
Yeah, okay.
Whenever he gets ready, we'll have a conversation together about whatever it is that he wants to talk about that within the conversation. And that's just that.
That was very insightful.
I don't know about mutual curiosity.
I'll say this about LeBron on the Warriors. Mutual curiosity.
All right.
Between
that was Rich Paul talking about him and LeBron on the situation about the mutual curiosity of LeBron to the Warriors. Now here's Rich Paul today as a guest on the Pat McAfee show talking about he has not had one conversation with LeBron about his future this offseason.
Things are kind of just going into the world right now. From your standpoint, what's a realistic conversation about LeBron James, the 41-year-old man who's entering year 55 potentially, or retiring to a golf course?
Here's what I'll say to you, Pat. Believe nothing that's out there, because I haven't had one conversation with him. At the end of the season, I made it clear that I would respect he and the family, because this is going to be a family decision for him. This is not, look, I went on to build a business that will do great long after LeBron retires, and so I'm not dependent of that at all. And Maverick has done the same thing. He's done a tremendous amount for everyone he's ever encountered with, ex-teammates, coaches, executives, etc. I don't think there's a player that has done more for not just the game, but people in the game that has benefited throughout his 23 years. And so whatever decision he decides to make, that is his decision. He doesn't need to make a decision for anybody but himself in this regard. And so, but there's been no conversation. I have not had one conversation with him. We played a couple rounds of golf. I don't mention it. When he comes to me and wants to sit down, I am more than prepared for every scenario that there could be. But when you think about numbers that's being thrown out, what we're asking about and all these things, that's all false. We haven't had one conversation with anybody about anything. And so I'll continue to give him his time. And when he's ready to talk, we'll just back. I can say this. I tell you guys this. There has been incoming calls from every team with the excitement of possibly him playing for them. And so at 41 years of age, going on 42, I think that's something to be extremely proud about. And, just it's one of those things where it's like, wow, even at 42, I'm still wanted. That's admirable.
You had to put a number on that. Obviously,
All right.
you rep him as well. So the higher the number would be better.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give Rich Paul this credit, and I go ahead.
Go ahead, you go first.
I'm gonna give Rich Paul this. I do think that him and LeBron has talked.
Of course they talked.
But I don't think LeBron and Rich has talked as player agent. I think they've talked kind of like homies. Like, I think this is what I might want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think, and this is what I took from it. I took it because all it sounds is like lawyer mumbo jumbo, sounds like agent mumbo jumbo. Especially when you have somebody who's that close to the player. It's not just the agent player type thing. So yeah, I don't think they sat down as a player agent relationship and said, this is what I want, this is what I want to do. I do think they have had conversations as homies.
I think they've discussed something.
Yeah.
But they don't have a game plan yet.
Yeah.
We won't know the game plan. I guarantee. Look, LeBron doesn't. I keep telling y'all, when it comes to LeBron, he's 10 steps ahead of a lot of people.
Yep.
He's 10 steps ahead of a lot of people, of most people, especially when it comes to business.
Yeah. I agree.
He's 10 steps ahead. So
I definitely agree.
Like Rich is saying, like Mark's saying, if they probably had the casual talks about, okay, I'm leaning this way. I think I want this.
Right.
Let's see how we still got the draft coming around. I'm still on vacation. Free agency doesn't start for free agency literally starts in 18 days, June 30th.
Yeah.
They got a whole nother almost 2 weeks until this even happens.
Almost 3
weeks. The draft is almost in 2 weeks, June 23rd. LeBron will know by then what he wants to do. And I guarantee you, Mark Walter done talked to him. If y'all don't think other agents done reached out, other GMs ain't been having back channel conversations with Rich Paul, you're fooling yourself.
But that's what he just said. He said, he said all the teams. I don't think all the teams reached out to him, but I think that most teams have reached out about
teams.
What is LeBron planning to do?
Yes, and if you don't reach out, I mean, you're not doing your due diligence. Even if you don't have a realistic
shot at getting them, yeah,
you still make that call. So I remember when the Lakers reached out to LeBron the first time before he signed in 2018. We reached out in 2016 when we knew he was going. When he was new after they won the title with the Cavs, he was staying in Cleveland. So this isn't nothing new. But I think, like Mark said, they've definitely talked, but I don't think. But no, have they went out and mapped out who they gonna meet with, what they gonna meet with? I doubt that. I think that will come right after the draft because they need to see who has what other chips are going to be on the table because we know we're still seeing what's going on with Giannis. By the way, I'm gonna get the Giannis real quick. But I heard the great Magic Johnson was on.
Magic Johnson?
Magic was on ESPN this morning. He went on to Get Up. He went on Fox Take this morning.
That's what.
Relax.
That's how you get in a position you was in.
You all right, man?
Me? Am I good?
You good?
Oh, I'm good. I don't think nobody even heard what I said, so that's cool.
All right. By the way, Brazil versus Morocco tomorrow on Fox. And
they showing for both too. Oh,
what, Morocco?
Have you seen Morocco?
I think I might have. Oh, I might have. You're good.
All right. Nope.
Okay. But there's talk about Giannis, the Celtics. It seems like there's a lot of smoke there, where probably for Jaylen Brown. There's word is they might that the Celtics might want to make a run. That's since you heard you. Run at Giannis and maybe Trey Murphy. They want to call New Orleans, see what's the interest looking like for Jaylen Brown and Derek White. I think whatever the Celtics do, I think they're going to consult Jaylen Brown first. They're not going. I don't think they'll just up and trade him. Shout out to Chiney. But yeah.
Shout out to Chiney.
Yeah.
John. Nope.
I just said the motherland was in the house.
Little wagon.
Yeah. Speaking of Houston. Yeah, so I Magic said this morning on Get Up, he does not want to hear about the Knicks trading for Giannis. And let me say this. I actually agree.
I agree too.
Because
I put some in the chat earlier this year, John, but I'll let you.
So this is what I think about it, and I think I know where you're going. And if Nick was here, he would probably piggyback on what we're saying too. And I'm very cautious that when you have a championship team, you don't do nothing to mess with that mojo. And I say this when it comes to 2020 with the Lakers. Coming off the bubble season, we're trying to go back to back. I think we made too many moves. Now, trading for Dennis Schroeder, getting Danny Green for Dennis Schroeder. We had Dwight, didn't have Dwight. Dwight's up Philly. Eventually, we traded JaVale McGee to Cleveland, signed Marc Gasol, all that. Now, let me say this to Rob Pelinka. I thought that was you don't break up mojo like that. We had a bond there. They could have came back and ran back to back. Now, Rob's defense, the Lakers were still the number 1 seed in the West that year. But then the one thing that you can't predict had that all go down the toilet, and that's injuries. Anthony Davis almost tears his Achilles in Denver. A month later, LeBron steps on Solomon Hill's ankle, and it's never been the same since. I think had you still had guys like Rondo, Dwight, JaVale, who are more familiar with the system, I think they could have still weathered the storm, and the Lakers wouldn't have fell into being a playing team. They might not have been a top 4 seed. They could have still been a playoff team, but they wouldn't have been a playing team. And then we went on to play Phoenix in that first round, who went on to go represent the West in the finals. The Lakers were up 2-1. Anthony Davis gets hurt, and we lose the game. We lose 3 in a row, and we're out in 6 games.
Man, I just think that nucleus that y'all had, because even before the bubble started, y'all took over the first place, and you had the best record in the league.
Yep.
Before the NBA shutdown. So I don't want to hear it's because of the bubble, the reason why Lakers won. Like, no, they was clearly like
we were the best team in the
best
league.
team in basketball.
And that week before the bubble, we beat the Bucks
and the Clippers, which
within 5 days.
Which was who y'all said was the 2 best teams in the league.
Yeah.
I think that even if, like, as people were saying, well, Dwight went to Philly and his production was down, it wasn't about production. It's about what he did on the court. It was the same thing with JaVale McGee. Dog,
I don't think he played in Cleveland.
Dog, the series against Denver that y'all won in 2020, it wasn't about stopping Jokic. It's about making it difficult.
Exactly.
And you had 3 great defenders.
You're not going to stop him.
Yeah.
You're only going to disrupt him.
Yeah, they had 3 great defenders and all athletic. So the pick and roll that y'all was running with the shooter in the corner, and then you had the big man rolling. And every team had to make a decision, dog. You had Dwight that can catch the lob. You had JaVale that can catch the lob. Then you had Danny Green in the corner to be a shooter. Dog, just the setup as a team was a great team.
I don't know if he led the league in rebound standards, but he was always. I mean, Dwight's can trip and fall and trip into 10 rebounds.
And playing good deep. That's what I'm saying. But I've heard that a lot. Like, well, look what he did in Philly. It wouldn't have worked with. I was like, but it's not about, because different teams present different roles for players.
That's right.
And I think that Dwight with that Laker team was the perfect role. Him and JaVale McGee together was the perfect big man. Those 2 together that y'all needed at that time. They wasn't scoring a lot of points, but they were both playing solid defense. They both was grabbing rebounds. They both brought energy off the bench, or they both brought energy no matter what. Then you put that on the side with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis never wanted to play center. So with those 2, you had a center to play next to him. Like, it was just perfectly set up for the and then for y'all to get rid of that. That was always crazy to me.
So, like Magic was saying today, I don't think they should make a run at Giannis in the offseason. Keep this team together, and you're gonna win the championship. You're gonna have to pay Karl Anthony Towns. You're gonna have to pay Jalen Brunson some more money. Keep it together.
I put in the group chat earlier during the regular season. I said, if the Knicks don't make it to the finals, I can see them.
Yes, that makes perfect sense.
I can see them making a run at Giannis. But at this point now, no.
Dolan said finals are bust. He didn't say championship or bust. He said finals are bust. And that's what I think the dude is a hack for an owner. And I thought some of his mojo, some of his stupidity really cost the.
Look at these losers.
Look at this. Like,
look at these losers losing to the Mets.
On social. Oh no. By the way, Will. No, I gotta say this.
Y'all put Will on calling our names?
You dang right.
Are we except for calling our names?
Yeah,
I'm not mad at that, because I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, come on, Will.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man, we're gonna get there in a second. But yeah, like you're saying, if they don't win, look, they got to the finals. They don't need to. Obviously, they're not gonna really do much. We'll talk about what their offseason looks like when their season's over, what their as far as roster and who they gotta pay. I'll say they gotta pay Karl Anthony Towns an extension. He's going to enter in the final year of his contract. Jalen Brunson is going to probably get a raise. Obviously, OG's good. Mikal Bridges is good. Just let's just see where they go from here. And as far as with the Spurs, all their players are cost control, so they don't need to. I mean, unless you really gonna gut your team, to be honest, I don't see that.
I don't see that happening. I think what the only addition the Spurs need to make is a point guard, and we was talking about one earlier, and I think he fit that role great for them because he's a solid defender. He'll get you into your offense. He don't need a lot of shots. He don't need a lot of points, and that's Lonzo.
He will be available. So let's see where it goes from here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen. We're gonna go ahead and get into this final segment of the show because boy, so again, final question again for those in the chat. And Mark had said his piece. Was this a great comeback or a great choke job? I'm going to say this was a great choke job.
A great choke job is great.
Yeah, I've had those before.
Another job you can find on
Relax.
Only Johns. 69% off.
Yeah, you good?
What?
You
I was waiting on you to get to your I was waiting for you to get to your
get to my what?
Get to your calling out names.
All right, so let's get to this segment where it's authentic is never duplicated.
Go to Only Johns.
Relax.
69% off.
Some people say stuff in the sports world and they need to be called out for it, and this is where we do it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for calling out names. All right, we're gonna still stick with this whole narrative, this whole theme. The theme is gonna be about Game 5 of the.
Oh, my calling out. Wait, my calling out names is about Game 5 too, but not this Game 5.
Okay, so I'm gonna start
about Game 5 and 10 years ago from today. The series wrapped up 10 years ago today.
So that was 2016.
What year was that?
2016.
What happened in 2016? There was another 3-1 comeback.
Oh,
but it's about a certain fans, not about none of the players. Shout out to all the players. By the way, Richard Jefferson got something coming out where he got the 10-year history of the 3-1 comeback. He got a couple of Golden State players and a couple of Cavs players.
Richard Jefferson on his podcast recently, he had Kevin Love, and he asked him what type of rabbit holes he likes going down.
Ain't that bestiality?
Hey, you good?
But
so I learned a couple things about Kevin Love.
Again, All Chalk Talk is brought to you by Only Johns. Yep.
This is insane.
All Chalk Talk. Yep.
This is insane. I didn't know Kevin Love gets high, so he eats edibles or smokes weed.
You didn't know that?
I mean, it doesn't shock me. My baby's Morgan. You know what I'm saying? So
just looking at him, I kind of like, oh, that's the cool. Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, but he says when he's high, he goes down the Larry Bird rabbit hole on YouTube of old Larry Bird clips.
It's not a bad rabbit hole to get into.
Yo, you good? Well, here's my calling out names. All right. yeah, but it was. I bet the hole was tight.
Wait, who said anything about a hole being tight? What the fuck is John? What is happening? That's how it sounded.
De'Aaron Fox. You gotta be smarter, bro. You're gonna be a point guard on a championship team. You gotta be a floor general, not just a scorer. What you did, I respect you for owning up, taking accountability. But you have self-awareness. You gotta know, and you gotta use I'm shocked. Obviously, no one asked Calipari, seeing John Calipari courtside there support him and Cat. What was his reaction to what happened with De'Aaron Fox? Oh God.
You said nobody. You think surprised nobody? Oh, okay. She got Fox. Candace got Fox on calling out names.
De'Aaron Fox on calling names. Oh, don't worry. This is going to keep going.
You go to Foxhole too? Anyway, go ahead.
Mitch Johnson.
Oh.
What kind of coaching job was that in the second half?
All series long.
Also, you've not had a good series coaching wise. I can go back to the starting with De'Aaron Fox. He's out there playing with a high ankle sprain. I respect the man for playing, but clearly he's not 100%. Clearly he's not thinking clearly. He's thinking hero ball. And you clearly supposed to be a Pop disciple. You clearly did not think like Pop, because if you were thinking like Pop would not be out there shooting 10 million threes when the game is over. I mean, when you have the game pretty much on lock. What are you doing? You need to tell Wemby,
Bambi,
stay off the perimeter. Don't guard. You don't need to guard the perimeter. And what are you saying? What I mean, and what are you telling him? Like, he's all up in Mitchell Robinson's face, and I'm all for a little trash talk, but the basketball gods, the heck was that? The basketball gods have a way for connecting. This makes me go to Wemby.
Bambi.
You was all in Mitchell Robinson's face, talking about, yeah, I'm in your head, but in the second half, you was nowhere to be found.
You was in your head. Goof troop.
Missing layups, blowing free throws,
shooting threes.
Where was all those running lines you saw in Game 3? I didn't see none of that in game. I didn't see none of that in Game 4.
The what?
Him rim running like a lot. He knows that.
Oh, because they know it worked and they stopped. You know how low IQ people do.
Mm-hmm. Guarding the three, I don't need to see that. I know. You're the defensive player of the year. I respect that, but yeah, they needed you on the block. They needed you protecting the rim, or else OG Anunoby wouldn't have been able to get to that tip in so easily. Pause.
Cocked and tip in.
And then there's the refs. I know. I need the refs. I'm gonna say it's Adam Silver. I don't know. Are these refs full time? Which I might need to consider ref having like some. Make sure these refs are full time. Some of these dudes have real serious career jobs, but you might need full time refs because some of these calls, there was a lot that wasn't called. Specifically around Wemby, and a lot of it was just letting the Spurs just. I'm not all for physical basketball. There was some of the stuff that I was thinking that was a little bit okay. That was a little bit over the top. So I think you need to really have some referee. You have some full-time officials. Otherwise,
pay them enough where they don't need a regular job.
Exactly. Then my last one is to one Ill Will. My brother Ill Will. If you're watching, I know you're watching.
Shout out to Will, you heard?
So Will grew up. He was a Bulls fan.
Oh,
Jordan. He like many of us have one Michael Jeffrey Jordan as the greatest basketball player of all time.
I think that's a common trend up here.
For this postseason, for some reason, it wouldn't have adopted the New York Knicks as his basketball team. Let's go Knicks. Well, let me get this straight. You're a Bulls fan. You done seen all the stuff that Michael Jordan did to this franchise. And you're saying, let's go Knicks? And another thing, you're saying, let's go Knicks. I watched an episode of No Rules a couple weeks ago. You got on the hat. You got on the blue and orange. You got the orange and blue hat on.
Yeah, Mets hat. Start No Rules, you heard? Thursday, Jared. 8 p.m.
And you're not even wearing the Knicks hat. You're wearing the Mets hat. Number one, you can go find you a Knicks hat. Number two, your partner in crime here, who you host with on Thursdays.
You heard?
You're wearing the hat of his biggest rival.
They're not our rival. They're sorry.
Oh yeah, they're sorry, and their owner's an idiot. But still,
the Mets stand for my entire team sucks.
Clearly. But you want to wear a Mets hat? I'm going for the Let's Go Knicks. Man, I never in my life root for Boston for anything. So I don't want to hear that crap. Let's go Knicks. My.
The same thing with you, De'Aaron Fox, for obvious reasons. But everybody talking about the layup. that was a horrible play. Let me just say that was a terrible play. Terrible play with a U. But to me, when everybody was saying he did a dumb play, I thought I was in the mix with everybody else. I was talking about the defensive play. But apparently everybody was talking about the layup, which was correct too. That was a bad play too. But that defensive play, when you left OG, who's been he was going crazy in the fourth quarter yesterday or that day. Mm-hmm. You leave him wide open and allow him to go and get the offensive tip in. That's on you. And if Josh Hart didn't smoke that layup, you know where that pass came from off that turnover? De'Aaron Fox. You had a horrible, I don't care how many, you had a horrible fourth quarter. As a point guard, you had a horrible fourth quarter. That was terrible. You made Russell Westbrook type terrible decisions. And this is my final call out names. This might rile up some people in our comment section. But I'm getting tired of fans, instead of just giving that Cavs team and Bron, let me say it the right way, Bron and that Cavs team credit. They only won because Draymond got suspended. And not only that, but the commissioner suspended him so they can come back. There's a rule in the NBA where if you have a certain amount of flagrant fouls or technicals, you automatically get suspended, right?
Yeah. And that's why it was egregious that Wemby didn't get no flagrant on Jalen Brunson, because if he would have got a flagrant, he would have been suspended for game 5.
Yes. The league didn't make him get the all in first technicals, all in first flagrants. Mm-hmm. Nobody told him to kick somebody in the balls. Nobody told him to hit LeBron in the balls in that game for him to get that. And on top of that, that was game 4. He got suspended, right? He played game 5, right?
He was suspended for game 4.
He got suspended game 5.
He got
suspended game 5, right?
Yeah.
He played game 6, right?
He played game 6,
right? And they still won, right?
Yeah.
So it didn't matter, right?
No.
Okay. And he played game 7. And matter of fact, game 7, he was the best player in the Golden State uniform.
35 points and 15 rebounds that game.
He was the best player in the Golden State uniform that day, right?
Right.
So it didn't matter, right?
No, it didn't.
Okay. So can we please put that to bed, man? It's okay. I don't care who you like, who you don't like. It's okay to give Bron and that Cavs team some credit, man. We can do that, man.
We can.
That's it for me.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's fine on nice. We're going to get up out of here. So real quick, Mark, is it over tomorrow night?
No. I think San Antonio should win in game 5. But I think in game 6, that game where Sebastian said it's going to be a blowout, I think the Knicks go get San Antonio out of here early. Game 6, if it goes to game 6.
You think it's on to game 6? I said originally, what the heck?
Nope. Put up.
That's hate.
Nessa?
That's hate.
Nessa, do what you do again. So there's the Only John code, 69% off.
What are we doing here?
The code word is job. How many jobs is all one word? How many jobs can show up on Only John's? And that's the Only John's subscription. So all y'all go in.
What is wrong with y'all, man?
All y'all go and subscribe to the Only John's.
You guys stink. You guys suck.
Some sucking going on Only John's from what I was told.
Yo, you good, man?
Hey, I listen, man. I'm just promoting this for you. You're not doing it yourself. Promo code is CHOKEJOB. Is what just got put in the group chat. So.
Yeah, this is insane. How does this keep happening to me? Shaq got dunked on by 10 Perry? I totally forgot about that dunk. They showed when he got dunked. We got dunked on my Derek Coleman. So I know what that 84 stands for. That's disrespectful. It's the year I was born.
There's a new discount code that popped up in the comment chat. Is Deep Throating. Oh, and they highlighted it. Good job, John.
I didn't do that.
I think John highlighted that so everybody can see it. Deep Throating for 84% off.
No, John did not. Get that crap out of here. I see people just be out here just plotting on your boy. Like, dang, how people just be plotting on your boy like this? This is insane.
Thank you for highlighting it, John. That was great. Everybody needed to see it. They might need to see it again. Up.
I'm not doing that.
All right, John. Come on, man. Let's get.
All right, I got the Knicks closing it out tomorrow night.
All right,
go spend a Saturday night in San Antonio and close this series out. Do not. Who
the fuck is this? That's Chingy.
Chingy, what?
Zestfully clean,
dude. Bald. Like, I got the Knicks winning tomorrow night. Close the series out and come back to Madison Square Garden. Come back to Manhattan. Downtown Manhattan with the Larry O.B. and celebrate in front of a bunch of drunk Knicks fans in downtown Manhattan and just parade through the city. Orange and blue streamers everywhere. It's orange and blue skies. Orange and blue skies everywhere. I got the Knicks.
No, I don't see orange and blue skies.
I know you don't, but that's what they're going to be like. And please, if you do win,
Knicks are taking wet Nessa.
If you do pull this off, Knickerbockers.
Oh, I thought you go to niggas. I was about to say, I don't think do they have a white person like that?
Yeah, they do. Tyler Crowley, little white point guard.
Who is that? He played?
He's like it's like a third string point guard.
Oh, that's a scientist they have. I remember that dude.
Yeah. If you do close a deal, party responsibly, drink responsibly, don't end up in jail, don't end up getting arrested. Go out there and celebrate and then continue the celebration when y'all get to the parade. All right. That's what we're gonna do. You know what? I'm getting sick of this crap.
Oh, another promo code is Vegas for shit. They got behind the scenes videos going up there. And everything stayed in Vegas. Oh shit.
You know what? This is bull.
Y'all better go get that Only Johns.
This is really crap. You know what I'm saying? How does this always happen? Why is this only happening to me?
I should wear my Only John shirt.
No, I want to wear that shirt so bad, but I feel so dirty wearing it now. It's just like I feel so dirty wearing it now. Anyway, enjoy Game 5. Enjoy the World Cup. If you're going out to these World Cup watch parties, fan access things, have fun. Take your kids. They're very affordable. Very affordable. I know there's a lot of people out there. Take public transportation because they got plenty of shuttles from here to LA Stadium. Oh, that's just disrespectful. That's disrespectful. I am not. I'm clean. Wash my hands every day. I want to say this. Just enjoy the soccer. It's gonna be here for another month. And enjoy the finals. We'll see what happens on Tuesday. I'll be back. Mark will be back.
Tuesday.
Yeah, definitely every Tuesday. Vamos, Mexico.
Vamos,
Mexico. Cancun, vamos. Shout out to Cancun because that's where the Spurs will be after Saturday. Nick will be back on Tuesday. Cody will be back on Tuesday, and we're getting ready for a big announcement on Tuesday. By the way, they're showing this UFC freedom thing that's going on in the White House. This is the setup. They showed the setup for the UFC event at the White House.
They fighting Trump?
No.
Oh.
Apparently, it cost the White House $60 million to do this. This is where our government funds are going, huh? All right, but we'll see y'all Tuesday night. Enjoy the basketball. Enjoy the soccer.
You see that?
Interesting.
UCLA quarterback Carson Gordon plans to enter the NCAA transfer portal. He's entering as a track athlete, but will still play football at UCLA. That's the transfer portal workaround.
Yo, B, you good? Who choked?
Who choked?
Who choked harder, the Spurs or Erica? Erica who? I don't know who Erica is. What the hell's going on here? Who's Erica? Who's Erica? Meta? What part? I don't know. What's the chick named Erica? What chick name's Erica? Hey, how was he? How he was entering as one, but he's still able to play. But still, yeah, it's crazy. Transporter is unreal. But yeah, we'll see y'all on Tuesday night. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button for Sports For You, Culture Class Townhouse on YouTube. Like us on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok at Sports For You Podcast. And we will see y'all on Tuesday. Me, Mark, Nick, Cody. Big announcement coming real soon for the summer. It's going to be a very Sports For You summer.
Oh.
Check us out Monday for Tribal Warzone. Me, Trell, Nessa, JoJo for Monday Night Raw, where we get Raw on Mondays. And we'll see y'all. What? We don't get Raw on Mondays. It's Netflix. It's on Netflix, so you got to get Raw and chill. Yo, B, relax. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy the weekend.
For you, from the coast to you, 3 LA minds talking what we do, from the streets to the stats, from the bar to the chat. Sports For You. Yeah, we run it like that. Hit that link, lock that feed, John. Nick, all that you need. Sports For You. Every day, new seed from LA roots to the whole world's league.